My boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the High Performance Call. This is Blake Newbar's partner program. My name is Andrew David. My role, what I do, I am a digital entrepreneur. I'm a personal development coach. I work with individuals and businesses to launch their business, to start from scratch, to scale and grow exponentially, to help you identify what you need to do to grow. And I promise if you take advantage of what we have here, not just on the personal development side, but on the marketing side, there are things that you can utilize in your business, no matter what level you're at, to advance there towards. But I wanted to talk about this gentleman, Jocko Willink. This is the book. I haven't read it yet. I've listened to Jocko a lot. I love his stuff. The book is arriving tomorrow, so I will be reading it. These are some high points from it that I wanted to share. Jocko is he is an ex-Navy SEAL. Retired Navy SEAL, special ops, best of the best, one of the best guys, like just a bad man, right? Some of you guys may not agree with it. That's okay. I'm just showing you because he is all about leadership and a number of other aspects there, okay? He served 8 years active duty as an enlisted Navy SEAL, SEAL Team 1, SEAL Team 2, and then he became an officer, worked with SEAL Team 3, which became the most highly decorated Spec Ops team during the Iraq War. That's impressive. He completed multiple deployments all over the world. Then he served as a Navy SEAL instructor. He retired in October 2010 after 20 years of service. This picture, if you guys can't see it, here you go. This epitomizes Jocko. Like, look at his face, right? Like, that's him. So if you're wondering what kind of book it is, that face should tell you. Okay. A little bit more about him. So he has a tremendously successful podcast and YouTube channel. I think he's fun to listen to personally. He's got multiple bestsellers. He is a speaker. He founded Echelon Front, which is a premier leadership consulting company. Some people don't like his style, which I get, I can understand. He is abrupt, he is abrasive, and he is about as straightforward as you can be. He is the epitome of a modern day warrior. Now, some people may hear that and go, I don't want to learn from that. That's okay. We're just talking about some elements that I've spoken of, and I just wanted his input so we can talk a little bit about it. Okay. So if you don't want to read the book, that's fine. If you think something like that would be helpful for you, then awesome. Get it. Okay. Even if you don't, I promise there are some elements that he teaches that can be helpful. Okay. So on that note, so The Discipline Equals Freedom is the name of the book that I just ordered. I'll have it tomorrow. I'll read it. And if anybody wants to know an opinion about it once I've read it, then, feel free. Okay. So first quote from it, he talks about the way of discipline. There is no easy way. And this is why I'm talking about this. We've talked a lot about, self-awareness, self-reliance, taking this on your shoulders. And as we look at it, guys, you can build anything you want in this life. And there are things that will help make it easier, but there's effort always involved. There's hard work, late nights, early mornings, practice, rehearsal, repetition, study, sweat, blood, toil, frustration, discipline. The key there is discipline, being consistent. One reason that a lot of people fail with this, with anything, one reason a lot of you guys have had 2, 3, 4, 5 different attempts, 20 different attempts. Oh, I've been trying for 15 years. I haven't figured it out. That last word is missing. Discipline and consistency. We try it for a little bit and we go, that's not for me, and we give up. You've got to be willing to continue. And without that, you're going to struggle. Next, where does the discipline come from? If you don't think you're disciplined now, if you don't think you're disciplined, it is because you haven't decided to be disciplined yet. It's simply a choice. But it's a choice you make over and over and over again. Now, I've talked about this personally in my life, where I've struggled. It always boils down to me making the choice consistently to be disciplined. It is absolutely something I struggle with. Whether it's health and diet, it's my affirmations, it's creating content, whatever it is, it all boils down to discipline. Right? We're at this stage in our life, I'd say 90% of the people that are on here, 95% maybe, are above the age of 30. means you've spent 20 plus years where your brain is mostly formed. Our first, 5 to 8 years of our life, our brains are in such a neuroplastic state that it's almost like we're going through life in a hypnotic trance, right? Our brains are being trained so much. So once you get to a certain level, your brain starts to formulate more of those patterns that will help you become who you become. You've spent 20, 30, 40 years being who you are. In order to change, it takes a tremendous amount of discipline. But that discipline ultimately comes as a choice for yourself. Next, how do I overcome procrastination, guys? Stop thinking, stop dreaming, stop researching every single thing. Just start doing it. Get after it, right? Just start. Just start. Well, how do I do? Just do it, right? Now, there are things that you will learn. This is where I talk about the balance between education and execution. You will always be learning, but don't just go down that Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole of learning only. How many of you know someone in your life that is a perpetual student, that has 4 or 5, 6 degrees, that's never gotten out into the real world? Or maybe you are the one that has bought a dozen different programs and you've just never actually done it. The only way that's going to work in your life is if you decide to change the script and just get after it. No one else can write the script of your life. You're the only one that can. Next, the person you can control, the only person you can control is you. So focus on making yourself who you want to be. Faster, stronger, smarter, more humble, less ego. It's all on you, which is a fantastic thing because you are the most powerful person in your life. And I know immediately, I say that sometimes, immediately I get a pushback from those that are more religious and they say the most powerful person in my life is God or whoever they place in that position. And I would argue that he would say that's not true because he's empowered you, whoever that is, the universe, God, religion, your family, whoever it is, you have been empowered to make those choices for yourself. There is no preset, predetermined life that you will live. You are the one that's going to make those choices. Now, they may be the most important person that you are striving to become better. There's a lot of different ways to look at it, but ultimately, the one who has the most control in your life is you. But some of you haven't realized that yet. We say things like God has a plan for me, and he does, but you just haven't decided to work hard enough to make that plan a reality. Right? Next, mind control. You have to decide that you are going to be in control. You're going to do what you want to do. Weakness doesn't get a vote. Laziness does not get a vote. Sadness doesn't get a vote. Frustration doesn't get a vote. Negativity doesn't get a vote. Stop waking up in the morning frustrated. Some of you guys roll out of bed, you're already upset at the day. Some of you guys go to bed and there's frustration built in off of something that may happen in coming months or years, or this possibility of, stop it. Choose each and every day, choose each morning to be the best version of yourself. And when things come up, you go, hey, that's something that I can deal with or that I won't be able to deal with, right? There's different ways to go about it.
Justin Choppery, pick up line 1, please. Justin, line 1.
Oh, Justin, line 1. So choose the disciple who you will follow. Choice you are, choose the one who you'll follow. Yeah. Okay. So next, that's the mind control. Last one I got today, guys. Destroyer mode. Become warriors. Fight the weak emotions with the power of logic. Fight weakness of logic with the power of emotion. So I was talking with someone yesterday, absolutely amazing individual, one of our partners, one of the partner program members. He was talking about how his mind is really well balanced between the creative and the logic side. As an entrepreneur, guys, if you want to be successful long term, you've got to be able to balance both of those, the emotions and the logic. There is power behind both. There really is. But you have to understand at times we dive too deeply into one or the other. We let the emotions overcome the stuff that we've got to do every single day. Typically, they're negative emotions, the frustration, the sadness, the stress, the overwhelm, somebody said something, I looked at something, I get frustrated, my emotions kind of build up, and I don't have the discipline to look at it. And what I need to do is look at it logically and say, look, all I need to do is 1, 2, 3. If I just do this, it's better than the fussing and complaining. If I do something, it's better than nothing. If I put action in place, I can get a result. That's when logic has to come in, right? When the fear, sadness, depression, frustration, or anger is there, logic has to help balance you out. On the other side, especially in the world that we live in, when statistics are thrown in front of you and you get, and it becomes, statistics can be used in a way to diminish your motivation, but they can also help you understand when you need better emotions. Am I making sense? Sometimes statistics are too much and you need to just believe, ramp up your belief and your emotions and your happiness and your hope to overcome, the average, what the average person type of thing mindset is. Does that make sense, guys? Are you with me? Look,
I hear what you're
I know this is good. I know the way Jocko's talking and some of these key points, some of you guys, hopefully you take it for what it is. Hopefully you take something out of these calls and say, you know what? I can absolutely, like Patricia, today I've declared myself a trailblazer. I love that. Like that should be at some point. Here's a little hint. I'm in the process of doing it and I challenge you guys to do it. I would love to see some of your finished products. You don't have to do them right away, but write out some of your own affirmations. Now, what I did before, and I'm taking to the next step. So here's, if you want to really develop yourself, take some of these things, take other people's. In the email that I sent out, I gave you a couple of ideas of how to write affirmations that your body, you and your brain, your subconscious can believe in. If you write an affirmation that is just wacko, your subconscious will reject it, right? I'm not going to write, I'm as wealthy as Jeff Bezos, because that's just stupid, right? It doesn't make sense and my brain won't accept it. Now, I can talk about bettering myself each and every day. I can talk about the daily choices that I make that will help me over time become better. So anyway, write out your list of affirmations. The next step would be take some images off of Pexels or Instagram or pictures of yourself smiling or doing something and create little images for yourself. And then when you tell yourself your affirmations, scroll through them, right? Yeah, so use the vision board, but write the quote onto the image, keep it in your phone and just have 5, 10, 15 of them and read them as you look at it, as you look in the mirror, right? I'm going to be creating a video of it with affirmations that'll be up on YouTube here shortly. I got somebody that's working on it for me because, like I said, I don't do that stuff. So I'm going to have somebody put it together for me, but it'll be there. My point is, discipline really does equal freedom. Being more and more and more disciplined. A lot of times people think that the laptop lifestyle and financial freedom and this free lifestyle means you never have to make a decision. What freedom really is the ability to make every decision for yourself and no one else makes those decisions for you. Where I'm going to wake up and what time I wake up. If I'm going to work out or whether or not I'm going to take control of my body, right? If I don't have discipline in my health, and I know some of you guys are trainers. Some of you guys are promoting health as your niche, right? Some of you guys may be married to a trainer. If I don't make the proper choices for my health, then I'm letting something else control it, right? I'm giving control away. If I don't make the choices to educate myself, whether through mentors, through training, through everything else, then I'm giving somebody else that control. And it may be someone that's not even on this planet anymore, guys. Some of you guys continue to give control to a teacher in school, a parent that's no longer around, somebody else that told you some other bullshit story of how you should live your life and you keep listening to it. Time to decide that it's yours, that your life belongs to you. Become disciplined and freedom will be there. And that's when you start to make choices, right? So on that note, spend a little time today figuring out how you can become more disciplined and how you can rise from the ashes and fly like the phoenixes that you are. That's what I got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to press